Well, they're similar to us, just not where we are.
Yeah.
They're on the road to becoming what it means to be a human being.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think those are?
I don't know. They could be animals, or they could be like, look at today. I mean, you can get some mosquito can bite you, and your kid can be born with a malformed skull or something. It's like, they have those,
Yeah, but this is like a genetic thing. Like they've mapped the genome of these creatures.
Oh, they have?
They're different. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to explain those, Joe. I don't know.
But you do think that human beings were created by God?
I do, yeah.
When do you think that happened?
When? Oh, probably, and not that long ago.
Really?
No, not really.
Like, what do you mean by not that long ago?
Probably only about 8,000 years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do you think things like Göbekli Tepe are when they find these constructions that are carbon dated to 11,000 plus years old?
I question carbon dating.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that makes things a lot simpler.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of money in claims, and I don't know.
Real
water.
Water's there. Yeah. Well, carbon dating seems to be pretty rock solid studies.
Yeah.
I mean, the science behind radiocarbon dating and detecting carbon isotopes. It's like that's pretty legit.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't square it.
Yeah. Well, you don't have to.
And I don't have to. And what difference is it going to make to me?
Yeah, that's the thing. It doesn't make a difference in terms of your experience in this life on Earth.
No.
Like you can have your faith and your ideas and live a great life from beginning to end, and it might not suit you to really ponder evolution and all the puzzles and problems.
No. It doesn't.
Yeah.
And I just I look at all sorts of stuff like that, like, the icebergs melting and the water overflowing.
It's not.
Ever have a glass full of ice and watched it melt? Did you ever see the glass flow over?
No.
It takes up less room,
Yeah.
The hot greenhouse, whatever.
Well, there's a lot of horse shit that's involved in climate change for sure. I've studied that, and I've had many discussions over the last 4 years. The problem with anything is that once a narrative gets established, and then there's a profit attached to the solution to that narrative.
Yes.
And that's green energy and green energy bills, and then there's businesses that are wrapped around there. And then there's also this fear that they love to pump into people about climate change, that they terrify the shit out of young people that we're going to destroy the world and climate change, you must act now. And then you become beholden to the political party that is espousing these ideas, and then your enemy is the deniers of this science, even though you don't even understand the science.
Yeah.
And did you see the Washington Post article that they published recently about temperature change on Earth?
No.
Well, there's what they've realized is over the last, X amount of thousands of years that the temperature on Earth is plummeting.
Yeah.
And it's dropping. And then when they look at the dips, this is the most important thing for anybody that's really freaked out about climate change. There's no static temperature of Earth ever. Mm-hmm. There's never been a time where it maintains a temperature until human beings came along and fucked it all up. Mm-hmm. That is just not real. Mm-hmm. Before human beings ever existed, if you trust these core samples, there's been a giant rise and fall and this constant dip. There it is.
Yeah.
Scientists have captured Earth's climate over the last 485 million years. Here's a surprising place we stand now. Look at the dip at the end.
Whoa.
That's where we are.
Yeah,
that's reality.
Okay.
And then if you look at the course of history, you look at the rise and fall, like it's never a straight line. Way before human beings ever existed, if you believe these silly people. Way before human beings had ever existed. There's always this rise and fall. And this idea that the whole thing is based on carbon emissions from human beings is total bullshit. Mm-hmm. It's not true. Right. We might be having an effect, but we're having a small effect, a very small effect. And the other things are completely outside of our control, including solar activity, the distance between the Earth and the sun. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of factors. There's all sorts of factors involving natural activities like volcanic emissions, which devastate. The entire human race was knocked down to a few thousand people.
Yeah.
at one point in time because of the Toba volcano.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah, no light.
Yeah, no light for years.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, yeah.
Good luck. And the people that survive are fucking barbarians.
Yeah.
Most savage. And then it takes a long time before they can figure out civilization again after that.
Right. It's like dinosaurs. They just stop. Mm-hmm. So what did they evolve into?
Chickens.
I guess.
Birds, raptors.
Yeah.
Well, they think a lot of dinosaurs had feathers now.
Yeah.
That's the newest thing.
Huh. Maybe.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I need to take a pee. I'm so
Okay,
desperate.
let's take a peek. Let's take a peek. We'll take a break. We'll be
I
right
need
back.
to take a piddle. It's a nice picture. It's.
That's got to be a moment in your head where you just like every now and then just go, fuck.
Yeah, yeah. It is funny. Yeah. But it was a good picture. The only thing that was going through my head was, okay, I just can't look bad. And I didn't have anything, no grooming implements, so I just tried my best to not look too bad. There you go.
Yeah, you talk about humility.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what gives you more humility than being publicly humiliated?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Public humiliation. And it's, you know what? For most people, it is their number one fear.
Sure.
Is public humiliation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Public speaking, and because of that, public
Yeah.
humiliation.
Sure.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
Because we're so concerned about other people's opinions of us.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we're
I'm
not sure
callous
of
to
our
it
own
now.
opinions of it. Well, you've been through a lot.
Well, so have you.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
remember, I think
Sure.
they were giving you a grilling once for taking horseworm medicine.
Yeah. Funny. Funny how that works.
Yeah, funny how that works.
Well,
Funny how that does work.
Yeah. What's really funny is how that was a part of the demise of mainstream media.
Mm-hmm.
Because people were like, well,